So why not you? That's the message coming through today. Why not you? Um, it's like you've been so used to seeing other people's success. It's almost like you push it away, or you kind of think that it can't it can't come to you for some reason. I don't, it's That's what's coming through. But why not? Why isn't that type of success for you? It's almost like you allow yourself to get to a certain point, and then it's like, is it because you haven't quite seen it yet? Is it because you haven't seen it in your family? You haven't seen it with anybody that you like personally know, right? You're so used to seeing other people. It's almost like the success is like is out there, right? It's just a little farther away than, I don't know. It's almost like you don't have permission, or you're just not used to it. So that's what's coming up. So what you need to start doing, this is the intuitive message, what you need to start doing is getting used to success. You've got to get used to it, because in order for you to let it into your life, it needs to be something that's familiar. That's what's coming through. So you need to figure out ways to change your algorithm, so to speak. You need to change your algorithm. Okay, that's what's coming up. You have to tell the universe, tell your body, tell your cells that you are used to success, that you can have it, that it's like for you. I'm not sure if you know the way the universe works in this way, but it something has to be somewhat familiar for the universe to give you more of it. Okay, so like the news, stop watching the news. If you are a person who just needs to watch it once a week. You need to stop putting those things in your mind, because now it is time for success. Okay, so that's what's coming through. Why not you? So that's part of the answer for you, is that it's because you have yet to teach yourselves that success is a thing, really, that's possible, but that it's not far away. Like, it's not in arm's reach. That's what I'm seeing, arm's reach. I'm just seeing something that's like far away, right? So you have to bring it closer to you and know, so that you can know and start to experience it as, like, your everyday reality. So yeah, that's what's coming through really strong. When I was meditating on this message, this book that I have came to me, and we're gonna do a couple things in this video. This is just um, kind of off the cuff. It's intuitive. So I have read this book many years ago, probably 2011 or something like that. Very pivotal. This is actually my favorite secular book. How about that? So what it's telling me too, well, your message is Noah St. John. If you have not watched any of his videos or ever seen him, please look him up, okay? Because that is a message for you. He has some information that you need to learn, okay? I'm not going to say he's my favorite author, if that makes any sense. I think Iyanla Vanzant is, but because she's written more titles that are my favorites, but this is my favorite book ever, and I don't even think it's in print anymore. So you're getting a special treat right now. So if you're looking forward to that treat, subscribe and stay around. Okay, but the message is, you have permission to succeed. It says, learn how and why to give yourself the permission. And that's what's really coming up for you right now, is that it's like you haven't, you just feel like, it's like I'm seeing a light switch, something turning on, because it's like the light has been off, in your life in a certain area. And it's like the light switch is on. It's like, oh, okay, ding, there's the permission. You can do it, but you have to agree with the universe. Okay, you have to agree with the universe, with this. We are co-creators, right? You are co-creator with the universe. Okay, God and the creator, the universe is not just going to give you, heap all these things on you so they can just fall and pile on you. Right? How many blessings does the creator want to give to you? Well, in order for you to find out, you have to have your hand open, right? And halfway, prayer or something like that. It's not meant to be, insulting or anything. This is an intuitive message. This is what's coming through, right? We don't ask and then close our hand and say, oh, but that's not for me, right? We don't say the prayer, really quick, or, are you even praying the thing? Are you even asking for the successful business, right? The specific amount of money, or are you keeping your prayers or even your wishes, if you will, general? Are you even saying anything? So something about you that's coming through now is you need to speak up. You need to speak up to the universe. Like how much? How much do you desire? Like, do you want to earn, I don't know, $5,000 every month? $8,000, $10,000 every month? Like, do you think that's possible for you, right? For other people, but why not you? You don't have to keep like scrolling and looking at, these quote successful people or, whatever it is, and believing the old story. It doesn't matter what neighborhood you live in, it doesn't matter that, what you're used to in your family. What matters is where you are right now and the fact that, are you going to accept this gift from the universe? I'm also saying that a gift box from the universe. It wants to give it to you, but you have to accept it. And part of your job, this is like almost your only job that you have to do in a situation, is you have to agree. You know how they say in the church, come into agreement with the blessing. You have to come into agreement with it. Okay. So watch a video on coming into agreement also, you know, and just type in, after you watch this, come into agreement, and just absorb that. Okay. So you can do some techniques to learn how to accept the blessings that are coming into your life. That's part of the agreement, that God um, has made with us. God's job is not to force you to take blessings. I don't know if you know that, right? Like, there may be some parts in the scriptures where it says, I'll heap a blessing on, this person for this or that, but it works in a way where the person has to do something, right? We are co-creators. So that's what's coming up. The gift box, and the permission. The light is on in your life right now. So I'm just going to, this is part of the reading. I'm going to randomly I'll flip around and see. It's been a while. Oh, okay. Very interesting. The first step to overcoming success. I don't know. These algorithms are really sensitive. AN and then exia. Okay, so basically being against something, or basically, right? So how people push success away from them. It's been so long, friends, since I've read this book, but it's like one of my favorites. And like I said, it was coming up. I had to dig it out of my, off the shelf for you in this video. So yeah, I just flipped to this one. It's been a long time. So, all right. So here's the first step to overcoming, like, pushing success away. So let's see what Noah St. John in his book, Permission to Succeed, says. Unconditional support and loving mirrors. Okay, so you have unconditional support in the universe. So part of you knowing and accepting this success is knowing that there is unconditional support for you. Okay, loving mirrors. So when you look in the mirror, so I want you to, when you look in the mirror, after watching this video, even while you're watching the video, who knows, right? I want you to tell yourself, I love myself. I love myself. Look in your eyes. There was this exercise with Ian Levine a long time ago. I told you she's my favorite author. I've been reading her books since I was like 17 years old or something. And in one of her books, it might have been One Day My Soul Just Opened Up. So maybe that's a title that you should check out as well. I remember being a teenager, and this was the first time I ever heard of anything like mirror work. I don't think she calls it that, but so you need to do mirror work. And so she said, look at yourself in the mirror. Look at your eyes. Just look. And just look, right? Don't do anything. See what comes up and look. And child, I remember tears coming up, right? Because this is where I was in my life at that time, right? So where are you right now? And what's going to come up when you look in this mirror and do mirror work? So right now, where you're starting with mirror work, what the advice is, if you will, right now, is just I mean, you can say something, but your main thing, you just need to look at yourself. That's what needs to come up for you right now. When was the last time you like looked at yourself other than like, you know, assessing what you don't like? I'm just saying. Have you looked into your eyes? Have you looked into your eyes and created a loving mirror so that the universe can be a loving mirror back to you, right? So that is your message as well. Okay, is become a loving mirror for yourself and see what comes up, because when you look in your eyes, you know you're looking into the universe, right? Like you do know that you see the theme. We speak about the universe right here, but the universe is everything, right? And part of what the philosophy is over here, again, we're non-tarot intuitive, is that the universe is God's body, right? It's not God, but it is the mechanism. Like if God had a body, it would be called the universe, right? And guess where you live, right? But everything is a mirror, right? So everything is a mirror of God. But what are you mirroring, right, as that aspect of God that you are? What are you mirroring to yourself? So mirror better things so that life can mirror better to you, right? So that's the message here. You need to mirror better things to yourself. So when you look in the mirror, yes, you look for a while, maybe a couple minutes, see what comes up. Do you smile? Do you laugh? Do you cry? And it's okay. Whatever comes up, it's okay. Take a deep breath, right? Regulate your nervous system, as they say. Take a deep breath, right? And then start to say some words. You can say, I love myself. But here's the thing about Noah St. John, right? He gets into some wonderful techniques. I'm not sure if we're going to get into it right here, because like I said, this is a random page, an intuitive page open up for you. He has the questions, right? Have you ever heard of something called affirmations? Well, he calls his affirmations, AFFORMATIONS. And it's basically asking the questions as if they are affirmations, if you will. So why am I so happy right now, right? So look in the mirror and say, why do I love myself so much? Why do I love myself so much? I'm seeing a heart. I'm seeing the universe give you a heart. It's like the universe wants to give you so much love, but you have to accept it. Why not you, honey? Whatever the old story is, honey, that is gone. Whatever that old story that doesn't fit you anymore, like, oh, shoot, it's gone. It doesn't fit you, Cinderella. Okay? Come on now. Well, Cinderella fit the shoes, but you know what I mean. The other ones didn't, right? It don't fit them, right? But that old story doesn't fit you anymore. Okay, so here we go. OMG. Okay, I'm see. This is. I told you I haven't even read this book in a minute, y'all. This is just, and this is my autographed copy. Oh my gosh, that's a long story. It may be another video, but yes, I have an autographed copy of this book. Yay! But again, why not you, right? So this is not just my success. This is yours. I'm looking at this sentence. I'm going to read it. Again, I just intuited that message. I didn't even look at this because sometimes I close my eyes when I do these messages when so they can really like be shared with you. And the sentence says, remember the exercise with the bathroom mirror and the funhouse mirror from chapter 5. No, we didn't. Okay, so I was just telling you, you need to be a loving mirror to yourself, right? So this is a confirmation of that. It says, remember, okay, how the negative reflection, right? So whatever negative reflection is coming up when you look in the mirror is really what? A distorted image of the authentic self, okay? So you need to get a true image of yourself. And we're not just talking about your physical body, because that can be changed, honey, just like that. Of course, it takes a process, but we mean once you change the mind and stay on that consistent path, anything in the so-called physical reality can change. Okay? So any negative reflection is like a clown mirror, okay? Like a funhouse mirror. I don't know why they call it a funhouse because it's distorted, right? This has not been very fun, but the universe wants to give you fun. Okay, so the universe wants to give you fun right now, so you need to accept it. Knowing what you know now about the negative reflection, what do you think would be the first step to overcoming pushing away from success? And wow, this is just what they said. Well, I mean, I intuited it from just the title right here, but it says a reality check. The answer is get back in the bathroom. So you're going to get back in the bathroom and you're going to override the distortions. Okay? So in other words, you need perhaps for the first time to see yourself as you really are. Remember I was talking about Ian Van Zant's book? This is how, I mean, truth is consistent. Okay? Not as what you I want to say think you look like. That's not what he writes. He writes not as what you look like in the funhouse mirror. So not as what is the distorted reflection. Because this is what has been coming up in your life that made you push away success it was a reflection, but it was a reflection of the distortion in your mind about success, about what you have permission to have. Okay, so again, great title, but you know, even though this book is not, you can find old versions. I may put a link in the description. You can find an old versions online, but or like used and things like that. So you can definitely get it. But he has like 25 titles, so you're not missing anything. His information is kind of morphed right into like other books, but yeah, this is he's definitely one that was a great. So yeah, the mirror. Okay, so one more thing that came up for you in this message is Deuteronomy 8:18. I don't have my Bible right now, but I'll probably put up a quote. Maybe you know it, or maybe you don't. But remember the Lord your God, for it is He who gives you the power to get wealth. And again, here we speak about the Creator in the total aspect, in its feminine and masculine form. So in that scripture, we know in the scriptures in general, it talks about the Creator as masculine, but we understand that the Creator is very much a feminine energy as well, where all life has come from. The feminine energy includes the masculine. So, but remember your Creator, okay, that is not just within you, yes, within your eyes when you look in that mirror, because when you look in your eyes, you're looking into the universe, right? This is not something that I'm making up right now. You are looking into the universe when you are looking in your eyes. Okay? You can reach anybody and anything. All right? So be very circumspect and loving when you do that, because it's a very powerful thing. Okay? So this is what's coming up for you. But remember the Lord God, your power, that you are a reflection of. You're more of a reflection, literally, like God looking in the mirror, right? On earth. But remember the Lord your God, for it is the Most High that gives you the power to what? To what? I have these little decorations on my table. The camera's not seeing it right now. To get to get wealth, right? To get wealth. These are just little jewels that represent certain things right now as reminders, even to myself. So here's proof. You have the power, okay, to get wealth, right? So that's Deuteronomy 8:18. Okay, so remember that. I'm going to actually keep these here. See if I can keep them in the frame, because that is for you, right? Permission to succeed. Okay, so these cards came up for me to pull right now. So I have 2 new decks here. Yay! This is an official unboxing. Hopefully I can do this somewhere, professionally, because the packages are like, it is sealed, baby. So yeah, so that is what you have been feeling, right? Like success. See how I'm getting this package open, and I could pause it while I'm doing it, but I just want to show you that this is like an official unboxing. Like I literally just got these cards, and I've been waiting for them. So affirmation and scripture. Oh my goodness, I am excited. So this is how success has been for you. See how it's just taking me a little bit, right, to like open this, and it's like, oh, is it gonna open? But yet, baby, look how easy. Come on now. Come on now. All right. Look how easy. All right. So affirmation and scripture. And of course, we have the classic affirmators deck, which I love to read as well. And so, yeah, this is turning out to be a nice, well, it's going to be a nice, lengthy reading. We'll see, with some good nuggets for you. So, but that's the message. Now we're going to get to some cards. Oh, okay. I saw the first one. I want to shuffle though. I want to, yeah, like I said, this is the first thing or time that I've seen these cards. Okay, so it looks like they have um a quote, a Bible quote on the top, and then a regular affirmation on the other side. Okay. The first one was, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Philippians 4:13. Through Christ. Okay. And not to, again, this is intuitive messages. You may, deal with Christ as a, an avatar, as a son of God, if you will, an extension of God in the flesh. You may see it as more metaphysical, religious, right? Different ways, right? So, but yes, Christ being that human, avatar of God that had to go through, remembering, right, his own power, right, himself. And so through that overcoming, you can do all the things that you desire to do. So the message for you is that you will find your strength when when you remember and realize that you too have really, that you too are an avatar, of God. That's really what's coming through. But it's also like that you don't have to do it through your strength. That's basically what's coming up. That whenever, like, if you're thinking that something, quote, cannot be done, is not for you, you could be thinking about all the things that you were exposed to, that you've been exposed to in your life. But that's not what's happening right now. What's happening is that there is another strength, whether you want to call it the Christ, the power of the universe as well, because that worked through the Christ, right? And so you just have to know that you don't have to do all of it. You just need to do your part. That's what's coming up. That's where the blockage is. It's like almost like you think you have to do everything. So if it's something that you don't know, oh my goodness, that's not possible. No, 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 no. It does not work like that. Come into agreement with the truth. The truth is that you just need to make the decision, and then the way comes. Okay? The way comes. You are strengthened already. You are already strengthened. You don't have to think of A through Z. You don't have to know that, right? That's not a stipulation of your success. Okay? You just need to decide whether you want to pray and things like that. You just need to decide and start to speak it and language it out, what it is that you desire, and the universe's strength is going to strengthen you. It's going to, bring it to you. Yes, there will be certain things you need to do. Of course, there will be certain things that you need to do. However, yeah, it doesn't have to be all your strength. So, all right, that's the message coming through. Yeah, I thought I might have wanted to pull more from this deck, but this is the first one, and so we'll go with that. I'll just turn this one over. I am getting better and stronger every day. I'm getting better and stronger every day. Okay. You are getting better and stronger every day. So, are you dealing with something in your life where you feel like you need to be stronger? Because you will get stronger in that. Okay. I just happened to look at that card. It says engagement. What? I'm going to shuffle, but that was very interesting. Engagement. Okay, I just looked at the title. So, do you have that possibility in your life? Very interesting. Um, if it's not a romantic thing, engagement is also meaning that you're going to have help. It's not going to be just you, right? So remember the message. The universe wants to join with you, right? With this, Ivy, like the universe wants to give you certain things and join with you as a co-creator, engage with you, if you will, but you have to accept it. Okay. You have to accept it. Okay. So, and there could be, if there's an actual engagement in your life, congratulations. But if that's not romantic, that's also what the message is. Okay. Is the universe wants to engage with you. Are you going to let it engage with you? Right. Want to see if I want to I like that one. Okay, I'm kind of looking up now, but we'll see how many I feel like I want to do. I wanted to shuffle in a different way, but I'm feeling, yeah, this is fine. Two. All right, so we'll do 3 affirmators, and they are upright. So that means all the energy is a coming. We might get into the miracle mantra deck as well. That would be cool. That's a new one. All right. So you're getting better and better and stronger every single day, but you have to accept it. Okay. All right. Let's see what this one is. Oh, wow. All right. We gotta show the card. Look at that. Golly. Okay. I just love when, the cards speak and confirm. I'm even seeing the cross. Come on now. Come on now. We're not gonna play, right? We're not gonna play. Am I showing it? You see it. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Philippians 4:13. No need to do. This is what the card says. Wow, you have 2 of them too. You got Christ and you have the universe together. Because even Christ needed the universe, needed the creator. Again, when I say the universe, I'm not Xing out the creator. The creator is the one over everything. Okay. The universe is the embodiment of every imagining of source, of the creator, of God. Okay. So, no, the universe is not God. It is the power that God uses to manifest its experience of itself. Okay. But this says do this, do that. But it says no need to do. Look at you coasting on the hammock. Now, again, it doesn't mean you don't have to do anything. But this kind of like blessing that wants to come to you, it's not a struggle blessing. It's not something that you just have to like, you know, do this laborious work like you feel like you've been having to do in your life. This is more of an ease coming to you that you already have permission to have, but you have to let it in. That's why the heart of this message is why not you? Remember we said earlier, there's only certain things you have to do is you have to give it permission. That's it. And then it wants to rush in. And this is what the card says. Wow. All you need to do is say yes. Ooh, come on. The song by Floetry. Listen to that. Say yes. All you gotta do is say yes. Don't deny what you feel. Let me bless you, baby. The universe wants to bless you, but all you need to do is say yes. Come on now. All right. Wow. I get excited. Get excited? Wow. I'm just look at the crosses. And it almost looks like a crown here. I think it's grass, but so there's some royalty there. God really wants you to just relax. Is that a feather? Looks like, it might even be writing or something. So so remember we talked about the mirror work? Start to journal as well. Um, that's actually something that I've been doing, is so powerful, right? So again, you got these two together. I want you to look up his videos, Noah St. John, because he's going to give you a technique if you've never heard of it before, for your words. And I'll tell you kind of really quickly here, but that can can change your life. Just saying, this is why you're subscribed to this channel, right? Because we give you intuitive readings, and then we also we share in that success energy, right? So you pick up the tips, from either these successful mentors and things like that, and this successful energy, this Christ energy that is here, to you. So stay, stay close, my love. Okay, like and share, if you're liking so far. So I am, right. That's the I am. The universe wants you to remember I am. Remember God's name. I am that I am. When you look in the mirror, you are going to remember, this is what you need to remember, that you are the I am. Okay, those are the first words. You are the I am. Something wants me to pick up the jewel right now, right? You are the I am. No need to do. You just need to accept, because you have Christ to strengthen you. And again, it doesn't have to be religious. This is just, you once you accept, you have that help, that universal help. If you want to say angels, but you have that help from the human being, the divine beings that have incarnated, that want to do the heavy lifting for you, that are qualified to do the heavy lifting for you, and you need to accept their help. Okay, I can. You can do these things when you remember that you are the I am as well. And the I am always has help. Okay, remember, there were even times where Christ thought he was by himself. Yeah, I'm just saying. But he was not. So no need to do much. This is what the universe is saying. No need to be laborious. Yes, we need to accept the things in our path so we can be in line with success, but it's not going to be out of the realm for you. Wow, you just need to accept. I am, okay, see what the card says, exactly where I need to be, okay, exactly when I need to be. So you're going to be so you're already, so it's something around you that's already ready to bless you. Has somebody already been trying to like bless you or something, and you're just like, oh, I don't want that opportunity. Oh, I don't know. It's not for me. You have permission though. You're already, it's like you're there already, or it's very, very close. It's very, very close. No, a neighbor, somebody, it's just very, very close. Something very close. And if it's not somebody that you already know, it's like as soon as you make that decision, oh yes, okay, look, you know what? It's possible, right? If it can happen for this person in the universe itself, then it can, right? At least start with that. Like, can it theoretically happen for you? If it can happen for another human being, that means it can happen for you. Okay. So once you get to that point, then it's going to come in. It's going to kind of like rush it. Okay. No need to do. Wow, I'm just intuitive. I just want to pick up that, because you already have the strength. Okay. There's nothing more that I need to do. I mean, yes, see, there will always be laundry and taxes. I'm cracking up. That's why I love these cards with this sense of humor. There will always be laundry and taxes. But in terms of my life's path, your life's path, right? You don't need to do anything, because, right, I am already, quote, here. You're very, very close to your success path. You just need to accept it. Stop pushing it away. That's what's coming up. Okay. but it's not going to be as overwhelming as you thought. Like, oh, I need to do all this to get it started, to make it grow fast, to keep it going, or whatever. I mean, everything doesn't have to be fast, but it's just something like laborious, and kind of misidentified that has been with you. And it's like, no, it's not going to be that difficult because you have help. Okay. And it's already there around you. Wow. Relax. It says, I take a deep breath, right? Relax and trust, and then do laundry. So, I love this. So, relax, right? Come into agreement that the universe has power. The universe has a job to do heavy lifting, to bring the people, to bring the specific circumstances perfect for you. But what does a human being have to do? Accept. Believe a better story. Okay? So, story just jumped out as well. So you need to read a good book too. You need to read a good book and get, I know everybody heard about Iyanla. I knew about Iyanla when I guess Oprah introduced her to the world many years ago on her show. But this is way before it fixed my life. I was reading her books. So you need a better story. Now Iyanla has some, some challenging stories there, but if you can find a story from her that is positive, you need to read a better story. Okay. So you got some assignments from this from this reader. You got some mirror work. You got some accepting to do. Check out Noah St. John. And yeah, you can come back to reference the video as well to kind of pick up the pieces and kind of revel, if you will, in the energy. But the thing is, again, the things that you need to do are not going to be, they're going to be in line with who you are. But take a breath. So you're going to be able to relax soon. Okay. When you accept, and I mean, I hope you will, but I feel like you will. But when you accept that you have support, that Christ is strengthening you. I mean, it's like, whether you want to say, again, these are your angels of support, right? Whatever your religious persuasion is, or non-religious or spiritual, backdrop or point is coming from, you have towers of support holding you up. And look at you just coasting. So, and relaxing. But again, this is what made me laugh on the card. You're going to be able to breathe and relax very soon. That came up as, so I don't know if you have anything going on with health, but you're going to be able to yeah, breathe clearer very soon. Okay. Again, this is not a replacement for any, medical or anything like that. This is just intuitive messages. Okay. No replacement for any medical advice or anything like that. So, but if you take the certain steps, this is what is available. But what made me, laugh, and what also confirmed it was, yeah, you're gonna, once you accept, there are going to be certain things that you have to do, like just as simple as like doing laundry. Meaning, like those are the things that once you say yes on that path, you're gonna get right into your path, and it's gonna be just as easy to you to reach this success as it is just throwing in some old clothes and cleaning them up. So also, this is telling me that the thoughts in the old story is about to be clean. Okay, this is talking about that old story, and then do laundry, right, and then clean up those thoughts. Okay, so less news. I don't know why they call it quote news, because anything you need to know, you will know. You'll see it. You'll see it. It's like this card wants to come up first. I like to do the top one, but like these first. But this wants to come up next. Okay. Hope you're liking the reading so far. If you are, like, subscribe. Oh, okay. You're the best. No, you are. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh. First, I thought this was another person before I read this just in a way. I see it's a reflection. So again, you are going to have the help, right, of the people, any people that you um, need help from. So you know that the universe itself is a reflection of you, right? Your thoughts, and right, how the universe itself is a reflection of God's thoughts, and right, it comes down from the top, and then you as a quote avatar of God, right, like Christ, okay, as you as that being, divine being as well, because all of us are divine beings. You are a divine being. We also, everyone in our life is a reflection of ourselves. So, you know, you might have heard in some of the circles, I don't know, the metaphysical circles, if you will, there is no quote other, right? All other people are you. They are a reflection of you. So it's kind of one and the same. The other person is still you. So when you do the mirror work, look at the person. Look. Just see them in the mirror. I mean, it's not an actual mirror, but can you see the reflection? Remember we talked about the mirror work? Okay, you're the best. So once you talk to yourself like that and start saying, I love you. Why do I love myself? Remember, you can ask the questions when you study Nate, so Noah St. John, he tells you to ask these affirmations or say these affirmations as questions. They are very powerful this way. I can attest to that. Very powerful. Why am I earning this amount of money every month? Why? Because when you start asking the questions, the universe itself is going to answer the questions for you. When you say I am rich, I am wealthy, it's okay, and it can still work. Some people still swear by that. It's fine. It all works. Okay, as long as the thought is positive, whatever the thought is, it's going to reflect. Okay, so that's the first thing. But if we want things to happen a little faster, because the universe wants to rush into you and give you this gift box. Okay, that's what I'm seeing, a gift box. Then you need to you need to ask the questions. You need to, and that will allow the universe to rush in even quicker. Okay. It's because if you say, why am I earning $10,000 every month? The universe has to put you in that reality of earning $10,000 every month to answer the question. Do you understand? The universe must answer your questions. I don't know if you knew that. The universe must answer your questions. Okay. Does Iyanla have a book about questions or something? Oh, she has a lot of titles. Faith in the Valley, Value in the Valley. One Day My Soul Just Opened Up. This is just coming off the top of my head. Does she have any book about questions? I would have to look that up. But if she does, check that out. But you need to ask better questions of the universe. You can get better answers. But look, I mean, you're the best. No, you are. Right? So once you accept this reality, this is what's going to be happening to you, right? This is you, and then this is life. Okay, this is you in the mirror, and then this is the reality of the person that you're going to meet or that's already around you. Again, I'm getting neighbor for some reason, but I was going to say, no, you're great. No, or the person in your life. Remember we had engagement earlier. I love you, but you have to accept that for yourself first. Okay, not just accept. You have to give it to yourself, and this is self-love. We talked about this in the mirror. Look at the cards are speaking. I mean, the cards are speaking. As they say, I can't make this stuff up. I guess I could, but okay. So, wow. I openly embrace. So you have to do this in the open. You have to open your mouth. Okay, this is what it's saying. You don't just keep it in your head. Well, I love myself. Well, do you say it? Do you say it? Okay, so you have to do it in the open because that's where the power comes from. Oh, thank you, universe, for the reminder. With these affirmations, again, you can do a quick little thing. Well, it's not a quick little thing, but I can say it in a quick way. Take a list of, just think of like, I don't know, 5 things. When I first did mine, I have like 15, but there's just come out. Just get a piece of paper and you just write down in the form of a question, right? Some of your main goals, right? Your financial goals, maybe health goals. Why am I so happy? Because we all want more happiness, right? I mean, that's what all of our goals we would desire them to lead to, right? Happiness. Why am I so happy? And you write them in the form of a question. And then you speak them, okay? You read them every single day. Once you don't have to keep writing them. You can. There are different techniques on how to do this, but you can keep it simple. You write them one time. If you think about something else or something different, just add it in there. Skip spaces. That's what I did. Just skip maybe a line or two in between. And you might want to, you know, write something else that goes with that. For example, why do I earn $300 every single day? Why is it so easy for me to earn $300? What every daily? Why do I receive $300 a day? That's a random number. Yours could be $100 a day. Whatever it is, right? Or more, depending on where you are in life. But do it openly. So speak these words. That's another biblical verse. Speak those things that are not as though they were. Okay? Because what? Because you could do all things, right? With the angels, with the universe, who strengthen you with Christ, through Christ. Okay, so this universal blessing wants to come through. Well, it has to come through you, but it's going to come through the angels, through the divine beings, to you, through your eyes, looking at yourself, through the mirror and the mirror work. Okay, I love it. Self-love. Okay, self-love, self-preservation. A lot of people talk about Jaguar these days. She goes viral for certain things. Well, she has a song called Self-Love. I believe that's what it's called. Listen to that song from Jasmine. Jasmine, what's her last name? I have to put it up. Not Jasmine, I'm sorry. Jaguar. Jaguar has a song about self-love. Jaguar, right. Okay. She's been going viral for, different things, her celebrity talk and stuff like that. Some people say, quote, gossip, whatever it is, or just telling her, her version of the truth or whatever. But she has a great song called Self-Love. So listen to that song, find it and listen to it. It's a great song. You should listen to it back in the day. Self-love, self-preservation. Okay. All right. So openly say these words though. So you're going to write your list. Why am I so rich? Why am I so happy? Why am I so healthy? Why is my family always taken care of? Why is it so easy for me to pay my bills? Right? All these wonderful things. Why am I earning $10,000 every day so easily? Why am I receiving, all this love from the universe? Right? And then you're going to, once or twice a day, you're going to speak it. Okay? Because when your cells, you see all these little dots on here, like these are like the cells, okay? Like we're the cells inside God's body, right? And so when all your cells hear you speak these words, they're going to say, oh, okay. You're activating them when you say these words. Okay, they're going to make it happen. They're going to bring your mind and the circumstances in your life to make what you say real. But the more that you can do to bring it real, right? Not just listening to it. Listen to it is great. Listen to affirmations, ask affirmations, writing it down. But when you speak it, my goodness, today, power. Speak those things that are not as though they were. This is biblical. Okay. Okay, so openly, all right, I openly embrace what? A feeling of self-love, self-preservation. The PG kind. Okay, they got jokes on these cards. Okay, the affirmators, they cracking me up. Yes, I openly embrace in the mirror a feeling of self-love so that what? So that the universe can return that love to you. This is your assignment. Should you what? Choose to accept it. Why? Because you have permission. Come on now. Okay. I love myself because I understand myself. Do you understand yourself? So you have an assignment. You need to start understanding yourself. It can start with your list. Start to bring out on paper the things that you desire so that you can understand, so that the universe can more understand also exactly what to bring you. Okay. Like it might be in your head somewhere, right? In the back of your mind. Oh, that's for other people. No, 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 no. You need to start speaking it, write it and speak it. And if you have done this already, you got a little journal. You're like, I don't know if it's really working. Bring it back out. Okay. You've been commissioned to bring it back out and to um now speak it so that the universe can understand what to bring you the gift box. Okay. I love myself as the most committed partner I will ever have. My guys, today. Did we see engagement? So if you want that engagement, or if you want that engagement to go well, or we talked about how the universe wants to engage with you, you must first engage with yourself. Okay. Okay. You see this ring on my finger? It's on my first finger. Anyway, you must first engage with yourself. All right. This ring right here is the Ten Commandments ring. I got this made many years ago, and it shows my dedication, at least the best I can be, to God. And I've had it for many years, right? So this is my first engagement ring. So maybe you should get something like that to engage, show the universe, I'm married to you, to the Most High. And it doesn't mean you have to be a perfect human being, like that we don't make mistakes or sin or anything like that. But do you have the um, desire to do well? You know, mm. If you do well, won't you be accepted? So the universe wants to be the most committed partner. So wow. So if this is an engagement that's coming through, you're going to have a very, very committed partner. The most committed person that you have ever had in your life. So write that on your list as well. Why is my love life so wonderful? Why is my partner so committed to me? And why do I love it? You don't want anybody obsessed. Okay. Or you don't want anybody like obsessed that isn't where it's not reciprocal from you, right? But we're talking about somebody that you love as well, that you desire to be that connected to you. So you can add that to one of your affirmations. I'm loving this so much. Like, if you're liking it so far, share, subscribe. Okay. All right. So the universe wants to be the most committed partner that you have, but you need to commit to yourself. Like, how you expect somebody to be committed to you, and like are you going to do the things to be committed to yourself? I'm just saying, we want a lot in life, but we have to commit first. How's the universe? The universe is reflection. How's the universe going to reflect to you if you're not getting in that mirror every day and saying, I love myself? Why do I love myself? I love you. I love you. Okay. Many, many, many years ago, I was in what they call a toxic relationship. And I didn't do this in the mirror, but I just asked. So there's the question again. I asked God, like, you know, do you love me? And I had very great things happen in my life. I've done some great things and knew that I was special to the creator. But sometimes things happen in people's lives, and they're like, wait a minute, like you get with like the person who's reflecting, so-called negative things, and you're like, wait a minute, how did I get myself tied up in this? And in the midst of that relationship, which I'm long out of, thank the Most High, I asked the creator, do you love me? And can I tell you, my friend, my subscriber, that I believe it was the same day I went to the store, I had to do something. There was a lady who stopped her car, and I didn't know this lady. I'm walking down the street. I hear somebody horn beeping. I'm like, okay, I'm not going to look because I'm I'm in a relationship. I'm married. And it was a woman. She stopped. It was the way I was dressed and everything. It was akin to her. It was a modest way of dressing. And she just thought I was like, a sister of hers. And she stopped the car at a stop sign, but she actually stopped her, turned the car off, and she got out of the car. And she was like, my sister. She had her hands open to me like she was going to hug me. I'm like, oh my goodness. And you know what? I didn't really embrace and hug her. I mean, I know you would say, well, maybe that's not that surprising because I didn't really quote know her, but it was just where I was at the time. Like, was I accepting? So again, this story just came up randomly, but intuitively, like, are you accepting? Like, this is what the universe wants to do for you: give you the love of a stranger, if you will, right? I mean, in a good, in the best way, but you know what I mean. Like, give you the love, but would you reject it? Have you been rejecting it? Because at that time I didn't embrace the lady. I was nice. I kind of smiled, halfway smile. I was so surprised. I was so surprised. So that's how you're going to be when this gift comes to you. Once you accept it, and once you start asking these questions, why, in the mirror. I say in the universe, which is the universe. The mirror is the universe. It's a reflection of that, especially when you look in your eyes. So, but yeah, when you start asking these questions, it's like that's how it's going to come through, right? Like that stranger, if you will, that just wants to give you all this love, and you're like, wait a minute, like, why are you giving me all this love? Like, why do I deserve this? It's because you asked the questions, my darling. It's because you asked the questions. You ask the questions. Okay, this is how much the universe wants to love you and bless you. Okay, so please do this mirror work. My goodness, today. Thank you for taking the time to listen to my story and for being here. Okay, so I show myself love any way that I can. So the universe wants to show you all kind of love, okay, in the best ways. It says, when I screw up, I remember to be sweet and gentle with myself. Okay. So this is not major judgment. Remember we talked about Christ earlier, and how Christ also needed, felt there was times when he needed strength, as well, and that we are, it's not even that mantra of being born into sin type of thing. We have flesh, and sometimes we forget that we are so divine and that we can rise above like certain things. It's not that flesh is like, I mean, dirty, nasty, filthy, that type of thing, inherently bad. It's not, no. It's not anything like that. It's just the human being forgets, right? We get into this dream. We forget all of our divinity, all of the power of the universe. And so these things that we can do to show our power, to start to co-create with the universe, mirror work and things like that, speaking the affirmations out, speaking the ask affirmations out, will start to show us that power. But be gentle with yourself. Okay, so like if you make mistakes, have good intentions. Okay, and I just talk about just do whatever and just like, oh, like the universe also has, retribution. The universe is not a joke. It's not all, rainbows and unicorns. Okay, with the universe, like when we do certain things, there is karma as well, and that also came through. So there would be karma for anybody in your life who's, who needs it, right? Who's done anything to you, and you feel like, don't worry about that. There needs to be retribution for that. They'll the universe will handle that. Just put it like that. All is well. Okay. But be gentle with yourself, right? When you make mistakes and when you have made mistakes. Okay. Um, and the universe wants to be gentle with you as well. Okay, so it says, I remember to be sweet and gentle with myself. If not, I'm going to make myself sleep on the couch. Got that, self? Okay. Okay. All right. So we want to be nice, also, like, to ourselves, and rest. We talked about this before. See how it says sleep on the couch, and then they're kind of, I don't know, they're probably writing out their, this is you writing out your, your affirmations, your affirmations, but, and also just starting to, have that path of success where it's like you have so much support, you just feel like you're just chilling, but this is abundance, it's just coming to you, right? But that's you sleep on the couch, or just kind of like resting, if you will. But again, this is great, because this is what the universe is going to start to do for you, They show you that direct reflection of your own mirror work, your own speaking it into existence. It's going to come right back to you in the best ways. Oh, you are the best. Why do you know I? Why do you love me? When you say it in the mirror, or why am I so loved? The universe is going to answer you. Could be that day. Sometimes mirror work is very, very, very fast, my dog. I told you my story, and it wasn't even in the mirror. I just asked God, "Do you love me?" And I said, "Let me let somebody park their car at a stoplight, not a stoplight, at a stop sign, and get out the car and open their arms to you." The lady's arms were open as she was walking towards me. Like, I'm like, what? So this is what the universe, wow, the universe has open arms towards you. Um, Wants to, but you need to accept that. Okay. Checkbox, uh, light switch on, okay, and gift box. So that's what's been coming up. Wonder. Oh, 3D glasses. You're going to really see what the universe, what it is made of, what it is, what its true power is. You're going to be seeing the real power, more of the real power of the universe. Because, that's in the Bible, the secret things, right, belong to the Most High, right? So the universe will never reveal all her secrets to us because we just can't, how much of that can we handle, right? But this is a lot. It's 7. So that's a holy number too, 7. Okay. So you're going to have the vision. You're going to have the vision to see and to experience what the universe is really made of as soon as you start to do this mirror work. Okay. No more wondering, because the universe is going to reveal itself to you. Wow. Okay. It's a wonderful thing to be in a state of wonder. Again, that reminds me of the questions. So write your questions, start to dig in there, okay, in the recesses of your brain that you kind of put to the side. Are these things going to happen for me? Blah, blah, blah. Like, bring them up and start to dream again. Start to dream again. Start to wonder again. And the mystery, some of the mystery, see how it has been a mystery? They kind of had that detective hat and cloaked and all that. But these mysteries want to be revealed to you, and they will be revealed to you. But yeah, like the desires that you had and have, but I said had and had past tense because it's like you just put them away somewhere. Yeah, they will be starting to be shown. But when you start to bring them out, there will be a state of wonder. It's like you have to think, basically, what do I desire? A lot of people don't get what they quote desire or want in life or whatever, because they don't say it. Like, they don't even really think about it as much. They're so distracted with other things, with what quote can't happen. Oh my goodness, this happened to that person. Oh my, what? Oh, not that. Like, so consumed with that, they forgot the universe, is about wonder. The universe has a power and wants to give you all the things, right? All the great things and wonderful things. Okay, so start to dig into, those recesses of your mind and start to give the universe some assignments, okay, in the greatest way. Okay, so it says it's a wonderful thing to be in a state of wonder. You're gonna be in a state of wonder. Remember, I was saying the universe is to open, her arms to you, his arms to you, like that woman who you didn't even know, just as a sister, as a brother. And I was like in wonder, like, what in the world? Even though I asked the question. So what's coming through is that you're going to do your affirmations and your, whether it's reading a positive book, whatever it is, and start to wonder. And then you're going to be like, oh, it's really, it's really happening. Like, this is real. Okay. You're going to be in a state of wonder, like, whoa. Like I didn't even know what the universe was capable of, right? This is going to be you. Like you didn't know that. But yeah, this is the universe loves to serve us this way. Okay, but we have to give it assignments. Okay. So it says, it's a wonderful thing to be in a state of wonder. And when I'm a good audience to my life becomes better and better theater. Oh, yes. So this is you looking at the theater of your life, looking at all the wonderful things coming in from the universe. Like, whoa, let me just put on my glasses because what? I didn't know it could get this good. You didn't know it could get this good. Okay, this deck is speaking to me too. I might pull one card from here, Miracle Mantras. I know the reading is getting long, but my darling, it has to come through. Okay, all is well. But you're loving it, right? Okay, like, show you like. We appreciate you. Subscribe, stay a while. Become a friend. Okay. When something delightful happens, you're gonna so I can shout encore more, right? So the universe again wants to just continue to just give us more, not to overwhelm you, but to just keep giving you things. This is what it does. Okay. So when something delightful happens, so something good, once you start doing this, something good's going to happen in your life. And you're going to be like, wow. And you're going to keep doing this. You're going to keep doing it. And then you're going to keep seeing. It's like that engagement first, with the universe itself. It's going to just keep giving you more and more and more. Encore, encore. Okay. Long as you watch the movie, as long as you write the script, the universe is going to keep providing you the wonderful characters. Okay, we need to make the characters wonderful. So you need to make the characters wonderful and be tickled when it happens again. See, again and again and again. So keep up these practices so that the universe can continue to give you this joy again and again and again. And that's what's going to happen. Like this is just going to keep coming in. These gifts, these blessings are just going to keep coming in. Okay. You've already been strengthened. I'm going to put that top card. Though the righteous fall 7 times, they rise again. So whatever has happened in your life in the past, like that's the old story. Like you it did say again on that card. You're gonna rise, you're gonna keep rising, but you're not gonna keep falling as hard. Like you're just gonna keep rising right to the top. Okay. Again and again and again. Until you get to the level where the universe itself is going to be reflecting so much goodness to you that it's going to just become your normal. But you need to jumpstart it. Okay. So, like jumpstarting a car, you need to jumpstart this. You got to get on this positive wavelength because this is what the universe wants to bring to you. Okay. When something, quote, maddening happens, I can laugh it off. Okay. So, you can laugh it off. But again, it's going to be less and less of that when you know that you are the one creating the theater. Okay, this is the theater. This is a reflection back to you. Look how many. There's another scripture that's come up. It's basically about you putting in the small bit and then more is coming back to you. So all you have to do is do a small part, and then this is how much more energy is going to be coming back to you. Okay, keep your consistency up again with your positive self-talk, with your mirror work, so that you can keep getting encores. You can keep getting more and more from the universe, which is its job to do, which the universe never gets tired of. Okay. It's always going to give you something every day of your life. You are a major programmer in that. Okay, so in addition to your scriptures, you need to get into your affirmations. And you need to get a great book on it so you can read a new story of success. Okay. So you're going to be laughing more as well soon. You're going to be laughing more. Okay, so either way, says, I'm glad I got a ticket to the show, baby. Oh, I love this so much. Your life it's a show. It's a show. That's what life is. See how this other character, which is a reflection of you, is saying the thing that the first one said? It's because it's a show. Because what shows up in your life is a reflection of you as the first, being, or what they say in the metaphysical, affirmation stories, right? The operant power, right? You started, and then the show comes. So, baby, with it, fasten your seatbelts. You're about to be in wonder and awe of what the universe is about to do for you. You are about to be in wonder and awe of what the universe is about to do for you. Wow. And this is every day of the week. Every day of the week, baby. Yeah, you can rest on one day, We rest on the Sabbath here, right? The seventh day. Every day of the week is going to be a show for you. But make the show better than it has been so that the universe can reflect to you. Oh, no, you are. I love you. Yes, you're so beautiful. How they going to call you beautiful unless you call yourself beautiful first? Hello? How are they going to call you beautiful? How is he going to call you beautiful unless you call yourself beautiful first? How is she going to call you strong unless you call yourself strong and good first? All right, we're gonna do the miracle mantras one because I know this reading is getting long, but we love it. Okay, so we are going to the miracle mantras. Again, this is an unboxing. Okay. Very nice. This is a miracle mantras affirmation deck. Ooh, it's a thick, thick one. Yay! Ooh, the blackness of the universe, the carbon. Okay. First time I use this one. All right. Are you an artist? It reminds me of a smell of paint. So maybe you can do some pictures as well and start to draw some things out as well. That'd be fun. Maybe you need to get back to like some fun that you used to do when you were a child. Yeah, that would be cool. All right, my darling. Just checking, making sure we're all set. Okay. Miracle mantra deck. Okay, it's the first one. Okay. I choose rest when I need it. All right. So it sounds like you you need some rest from all of the, I guess, the things that you've gone through in your life. And doing these things is going to give you that rest. Is going to give you that rest that you need. But there are certain things that you have to do. Okay? It's not much, but the universe wants to give you rest. We also mentioned the the 7 days of the week. So I don't know if you work like every day of the week, but you need to have a day of rest as well. You need to have one day where you are not, you're not working. You're not thinking about work. You're not, you are resting. Okay. And even sometimes, when people go to church, half the day is maybe church and the half they're still doing things. That's not a full day of rest. I'm just saying. The universe is just saying you need some rest, honey. So once you start doing all these things, self-love, that's really coming out very strong in this reading. Okay. And also, of course, I can't not acknowledge that the pillars of support that are around you, okay, strengthening you. But it starts with your self-love, and you're going to get ready to just be wondering, okay, wow, marveling. That's the word, marvel. Okay, maybe that's why they named it Marvel. They wanted people to marvel at the movies, right? You're going to be marveling at the power of the universe once you do this. The universe, the creator, wants to give you rest from your struggles, my dear, my darling, my friend, my subscriber. The universe wants to give you rest, okay? But it's something that you have to choose. It says you choose it. You need to choose, to do the things that are going to give you the ease, okay? That are going to allow you. See the rest? This is what the universe wants to allow you to do, okay? Be swinging on a hammock, just chilling, okay? But also those days, don't work straight through. I'm just saying, you find a day, okay? We do the seventh day, as it says biblically, and some people talk about different calculations with that, but whatever it is, that last day of the week, after you've done all the things, right, you rest, okay? So this card is twofold. It's telling you that you need more rest in your life so that you can start to gather up, all those, so that you can, the true part of who you really are can bubble up from the surface. That happens when we are able to rest. Okay, so turn off, the distractions, on that day, during that time. Maybe put on some nice music, so that your mind can start to wander. Okay, and you can start to tap into your power, your God power. Okay, your Christ power, not just the outside force that is, working, quote, for you. Remember, through, I can do all things through Christ. Okay, I know we can think of this in different, religious ways. We can also think of these things metaphysically as well. Okay, this is something that works from within you. But rest does help these, great things, ideas, the remembrance of who we are and things like that come up to the surface. So choose more rest as well. Stop stressing yourself out. Okay, that's coming up to stop stressing yourself out. Again, back to the news thing. Stop with the NEWS because it ain't new. Okay, anything that's being reported on today happened yesterday anyway. It was somebody's program from yesterday. Start programming your own reality. Start programming your own self. Okay, so start resting more and start to get ready to accept the rest that the creator wants to give to you, that the universe wants to give to you, because you already have permission. Okay, the miracle is here. Joy, faith, and strength. The miracle is here already. All right, so that's the message. That is the reading, my dear. Wow. Don't we love it when the cards all speak together? We do. We love that. All right. And check out Noah St. John stuff as well. So with that, thank you, my darling. Follow, subscribe, all the good stuff. And this is T, your friendly intuitive reader, your spiritual avatar, because that's what I am. And thank you for being here. Looking forward to all the success that you are allowing yourself to have right now. Why are you so successful? We're going to allow the universe to answer that question. Till next time, my darling. Peace and love.